The ancient worlds of Sparta and Rome continue to resonate through the corridors of history, their legacies etched not just in stone and song, but in the very fabric of Western civilization. These two titans, locked in an eternal struggle for dominance, bequeathed to posterity more than just military conquests and political systems. They left behind powerful philosophies that continue to shape our understanding of discipline, duty, and the human condition. Sparta, the austere city-state in the Peloponnese, evokes images of warriors, their lives forged in the crucible of combat. Spartan society, rigidly hierarchical and ruthlessly efficient in its pursuit of martial excellence, has become synonymous with unwavering discipline and self-sacrifice. Their legendary stand at Thermopylae, where a small band of Spartan warriors held back the might of the Persian Empire, remains a testament to the power of courage and unwavering commitment in the face of overwhelming odds. Rome, on the other hand, rose from humble origins to become the master of the Mediterranean, its legions marching across continents, their standards carrying the weight of an empire. Yet Roman strength lay not just in its military might, but also in the enduring philosophy of Stoicism that permeated its culture. Stoicism, with its emphasis on reason, virtue, and acceptance of fate, provided a framework for navigating the complexities of life, both public and private. This essay delves into the heart of these ancient philosophies, exploring their contrasting approaches to discipline, social structure, and the meaning of a life well lived. We will journey back in time, tracing the threads of Spartan and Stoic thought, examining how they shaped the destinies of two of history's most influential civilizations. Finally, we will examine the enduring relevance of these ancient ideologies, revealing their unexpected echoes in the beliefs and practices of our modern world. Sparta, a city-state shrouded in legend and myth, stands as an enduring symbol of martial prowess and unwavering discipline. From the moment of their birth, Spartan citizens were groomed for a life dedicated to the defense of their polis. Spartan society, austere and regimented, revolved around a single, all-consuming purpose: the creation of the ultimate warrior class. Central to this martial ethos was the agoge, a rigorous and unforgiving system of training that molded Spartan boys into hardened soldiers. From the tender age of 7, Spartan boys were ripped from their homes and thrust into a world of hardship, discipline, and constant physical and mental challenge. Subjected to harsh conditions, meager rations, and relentless drills, these young warriors were taught to value strength, courage, and unwavering loyalty to Sparta above all else. The agoge was not simply a system of military training, it was a way of life, a crucible that forged the Spartan identity. It instilled in its initiates an unbreakable bond of brotherhood, a shared experience of hardship and sacrifice that transcended individual ambition. This unwavering unity, this willingness to fight and die for each other and for Sparta, formed the bedrock of Spartan military might. It was this indomitable spirit, forged in the fires of the agoge, that allowed a small force of Spartans to hold the pass at Thermopylae against the seemingly endless hordes of the Persian Empire. The agoge, far from being a random collection of harsh practices, was a meticulously designed system aimed at cultivating specific virtues deemed essential for the ideal Spartan soldier. Physical strength and martial skill were paramount, honed through daily exercises, combat drills, and even ritualized fighting amongst the boys themselves. This constant physical challenge ensured that Spartan warriors were renowned throughout the ancient world for their physique and prowess in battle. However, the agoge sought to cultivate more than just physical strength. It aimed to forge an unbreakable spirit, an unwavering dedication to Sparta and its laws. This was achieved through a combination of deprivation, pain tolerance, and an unflinching adherence to Spartan ideals. Young Spartans were subjected to meager rations, encouraged to steal to supplement their diet, but severely punished if caught. This practice, known as krypteia, fostered resourcefulness and cunning while instilling a healthy fear of Spartan law. Discipline was the lifeblood of the agoge, enforced with an iron fist by the older Spartan men tasked with molding these boys into warriors. Disobedience, weakness, and cowardice were met with swift and brutal punishment, for in the Spartan worldview, there was no greater shame than failing to live up to the ideals of their city. This relentless focus on discipline while undoubtedly harsh by modern standards, produced warriors of unparalleled resilience, obedience, and effectiveness. It created a society where individual desires were subsumed beneath the needs of the collective, where the very notion of self was inextricably intertwined with the fate of Sparta itself. Spartan society, an unwavering phalanx. Spartan society, much like its legendary phalanx formation, was characterized by its rigid structure and unwavering unity. Every aspect of Spartan life, from the distribution of land to the education of its youth, was geared towards maintaining social cohesion and military readiness. At the apex of this hierarchy stood the Spartiates, the full citizens of Sparta who had successfully completed the agoge and dedicated their lives to warfare. Beneath the Spartiates were the Perioeci, free inhabitants of Laconia, the region surrounding Sparta, who were not full citizens, but contributed to Spartan society through crafts, trade, and military service alongside the Spartan army. At the bottom of the social pyramid were the Helots, a subjugated population who worked the land and provided the agricultural labor that sustained Spartan society. The Helots, far more numerous than the Spartans, lived under constant threat of Spartan oppression, their very existence a reminder of Sparta's martial dominance and the ever-present danger of rebellion. This rigid social structure, while undeniably harsh and unequal, was the foundation upon which Spartan power rested. It allowed for a highly specialized warrior class, freed from the burdens of labor and commerce, to dedicate their lives to the pursuit of martial excellence. The Spartans, by design, were a society perpetually mobilized for war, their entire existence geared towards maintaining their position as the dominant military power in ancient Greece. This unwavering focus on military strength, however, came at a cost. Spartan culture, while renowned for its discipline and martial prowess, produced little in the way of art, philosophy, or other intellectual pursuits. It was a society that valued strength and obedience above all else, a society that, in its relentless pursuit of military dominance, sacrificed much of what we might recognize as the hallmarks of a flourishing civilization. Rome, the Stoic heart of empire. Rome, unlike Sparta, did not rise to prominence through unwavering adherence to a singular, all-consuming ideal. Roman society, while certainly valuing military strength, was far more complex and multifaceted than its Spartan counterpart. Roman success, both on the battlefield and in the realm of governance, stemmed from a pragmatic adaptability, a willingness to adopt and integrate foreign ideas and customs that strengthened the fabric of their ever-expanding empire. This pragmatism extended to the realm of philosophy, where the Romans, ever the assimilators, embraced the tenets of Stoicism, a philosophy that originated in Greece but found fertile ground in the hearts and minds of Roman citizens, from emperors to soldiers to ordinary people. Stoicism, with its emphasis on reason, virtue, and acceptance of what lies beyond our control, provided a framework for navigating the complexities of Roman life, both public and private. Unlike the Spartans, whose focus on martial excellence came at the expense of intellectual pursuits, the Romans found in Stoicism a philosophy that complemented their military ambitions while providing a moral and ethical compass for their expanding empire. Stoicism taught that virtue was the sole good, and that external factors such as wealth, status, and even life and death were ultimately beyond our control. True happiness, therefore, lay not in the pursuit of pleasure or the avoidance of pain, but in living in accordance with nature, accepting our fate with equanimity, and striving to fulfill our duties to the best of our abilities. Stoic discipline, a fortress within. Stoic discipline, unlike the externally imposed rigor of the Spartan agoge, was an internal affair, a matter of self-mastery rather than blind obedience. It began with the understanding that our thoughts, not external events, held the key to our happiness and well-being. The Stoics believed that by controlling our thoughts, we could control our emotions and actions, thus freeing ourselves from the tyranny of external circumstances. This inner citadel of reason and self-control was built through rigorous self-examination, a constant practice of identifying and challenging negative thoughts and destructive passions. The Stoics developed a variety of techniques to cultivate this inner discipline, including meditation, journaling, and the contemplation of death, all aimed at strengthening their ability to face life's inevitable challenges with courage and equanimity. Stoic discipline was not about suppressing emotions, but rather about mastering them, understanding their nature and channeling them in a constructive manner. Anger, for instance, was not seen as inherently bad, but rather as a powerful force that, if left unchecked, could lead to rash decisions and destructive behavior. The Stoic approach was to acknowledge the feeling of anger, to understand its root cause, and then to choose a more reasoned and virtuous course of action. This emphasis on self-control, on the ability to choose our responses, even in the face of adversity, formed the bedrock of Stoic ethics and provided a framework for living a virtuous and fulfilling life. Subscribe for more Stoic motivation in the future.